listen, it's my brother's favorite team. And so I told him today, I was like, listen, we're covering your team today. I might be a little higher on them than I usually am, but Raphael is not. But the 9.5 is the line here from Vegas, minus 135 on the over. It's plus 115 on the under. So, Raphael, we're going to go straight to you. We want to get this off your chest. What's your thoughts on the Dolphins?
Yeah, I'm not drinking the Dolphins Powerade, Kool-Aid, or whatever everyone is drinking in this one. I'm getting the plus 3 nickels on under in this one because their defense is going to be their huge Achilles heel this year. Their offense, fantastic. They may be the first team to lead the league in touchdowns scored and lead the league in touchdowns allowed because that defense is bad. And still a little question marks with their offensive line as well, but I'm not sold on that defense. That defense scares me. They could put up a lot of points. Their first 3 games in weeks 1, 2, and 3, their totals are 49.5 or 50. We'll probably see that go higher. I would not shock me if we see 51, 52 in weeks 2 and 3, because everyone's going to know, yes, the Dolphins can score, but can they stop? Can they have a defense to stop? I just don't see it unless they prove me wrong. And their schedule is really, really bad. I already mentioned it. For the last 4 games, they have to play the Texans, the 49ers, Browns, and Aaron Rodgers, not even the Jets, just Aaron Rodgers himself. So I just think that's a really, really bad schedule at the end of their season. Again, not sold on the Dolphins. This could be a very rough season for their defense.
You're the only one on the island, Raphael.
Yep.
You're the only one that's
Misfit
left.
Toys right here. Misfit Toy.
Charles, tell Raphael why he's wrong.
I love the over 9.5. Yeah, the back end is loaded for him, but the top end is very winnable. The Seahawks, Cardinals, Colts, Rams, Raiders, Patriots twice, Titans, Browns as well, and they usually will split with the Jets and Bills. So yeah, I could definitely see them getting to 10 in this division, or even competing for the division, but getting 10 wins this season as well.
Yeah, coming off of an 11-6 win last year. I don't know if I don't see them falling down to 9 wins, just 2 wins less. And I'm going to go on the over as well. I just think the Dolphins have too many offensive weapons to be out of games. And so how do you slow them down? You kind of just sit on the ball a little bit. And I know that's what some teams have done to kind of slow them down. And a lot of it has been in the first half. So if you like anything in the first half, if you see a slow first half, maybe look at the second half as being the over. I just think that they are a good regular season team. I think their offensive weapons all over the place. And then they have this 23-year playoff drought ahead of them. I don't know if they end it this year looking for a win in the playoffs, but I'm looking at just in the regular season. I think they can get to 10, maybe 11 wins, but I still think they can get to 10 here this year again at minus 135. It's not too juicy. I had to go ahead and play it. So, Seabass, what do you have here?
I'm also on the over. I like their coach. He's like a swaggy nerd guy. I don't know, but I like the team. They're a fun team to watch. We heard of the greatest show on turf. They didn't play any defense there, and they ended up in the Super Bowl. This is going to be the greatest team on sand, maybe, that's soiled down there in Miami. Great home field advantage for them. Plus, later in the season when the weather's warm, or rather early in the season when the weather's really hot, I like them at 11 wins. Again, fun team to watch. Their offense is going to be really, really explosive. I like the Dolphins to get 11 wins, actually.
Yeah, the Cheetle and Waddle show. I put them together, the Cheetle show.
Yes.
Raphael, all right, let's go ahead and give us your best looks at kind of a line or anything that you're looking at. And you're always just a little different. So let's look at this. What you got here?
I got Dolphins under 3.5 regular season division wins. That's right, division wins. And we're going to go to weeks 14 and 18 when they play the Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. We're laying the minus 140. They're probably going to get plus money on both games, weeks 14 and weeks 18. So if we need the middle, we're going to plus money in the middle of this spot. I only see them winning 3 division games. So I'm just very curious what these numbers are going to be for weeks 14 and 18. That's why I like this prop bet, because you know me, I love me some middles where I can catch not 1, but 2 tickets when I go to the window.
Yeah, so obviously there are 6 potential wins. Is that correct? In
Yes.
The division? Okay, so you're saying that they're going to potentially split with everybody?
Pretty much. And like I said, weeks 14, 18, I mean, by week 14, I may have a loser and I got scrap paper in my hand, but I'm really concentrating on weeks 14 if I can get to there, because I'm going to probably have a nice plus money on that game as itself. So I'm looking for that cash 2 with 1 trip ticket.
All right, I like the look there. All right, so we're looking at the cheetah here for you, Charles. What you got?
Tyreek Hill, 13 plus regular season receiving touchdowns, plus 400. The Cheetle had 13 last season and should be an even bigger part of the offense this season. We know he's Tua's favorite target, and plus he's trying to get to those 2,000 yards as well. So give me the Cheetle, 13 plus receiving touchdowns.
Listen, I love when you give it back to me because that just makes me smile. But the Cheeto, listen, let the Cheeto live. All right, I'm going to go next here. And I kind of looked at this and I saw, the 100-point mark. And I was looking around the different teams. And the Dolphins were the only team to cash the 100 points by week 3. There were some teams that were in the 90s. If you're looking at maybe Detroit, even Buffalo, I think they were all kind of closing in on the 90 number. But nobody had 130 points by week 3. And yes, they did have that 70-point game in week 3. But I look at the Dolphins, and as Raphael was talking a little bit earlier about them scoring early, I just think that those over-unders are going to be 50-50 plus. I think they're going to make up 25-30 each. It doesn't take a little bit for them to go to a 38, 40-point or so, game. I just think they cover this by the third week. I don't think anybody else gets close to the 100 points by the third week. So I had to take the big odds there for the Miami Dolphins to have the first team to 100 points. So it's just like a race, anything else, the Dolphins as a team to 100-point total. So love the look, especially at plus 800. I couldn't pass up on it. So Seabass. All right, we had the cheetah. Now we have the little Waddle guy. So give me what you're looking at here.
I've got Jalen Waddle over 5 reception touchdowns this season. He's been in the league 3 years. He's got 6, 8, and 4 last year. We only played him 14 games last year, so give him a full season. This guy's got huge, big play potential, and I think you're going to see a lot of teams, they don't want to get beat by Tyreek Hill. That's going to open up Jalen Waddle a little bit. Like I said, the guy's got huge, big game potential, long receiving touchdowns. I like him easily over 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jalen Waddle for sure. And honestly, both those guys help each other, and they are very different. And so I love both those guys. They make Tua, not a big fan of Tua. They make Tua the quarterback that he really is. But we're going to have to put into the hierarchy, maybe the Hall of Fame, Cheadle, and then maybe Debo Sanders. I think those are those guys might be going to the Hall of Fame this year.